So you mentioned that last year you had about 7 to 8% of them were foreigners.
Yes.
And this year you think it's about the same ratio, or will it be higher?
I think minimum the same. We are expecting a little bit more because we professionalized that visitor promotion. Deutsche Messe is having more than 60 representatives, close to 70 around the world, and we are using that network to do the visitor promotion. So finally, if you will ask that question next Saturday, I can tell you some more details about that.
Do you have plans to raise the proportion of the foreign participation?
If you have a look, for example, at the Industrial Automation Show, there is a very big international participation. For the whole world, China is a very huge market. Industrial automation, it is about 60% international exhibitors. In the metalworking, it's about 50%. And in the energy show, it's less. But there's one reason. The topic of energy is around the world. It's a very difficult topic for organizers because energy in most countries of the world is governmental driven and protected. And they are very often organizing their own show, the government. This is as well as in China, but now we do have our cooperation with CIIF, and they are supported and organized in the past by, I don't know, 7 or 8 ministries, different ministries. So this year it was too late, but we hope, because we do have that support, that we will get more international as well as national exhibitors, because now we do have that governmental support in our background.
Do people actually cut deals here, make deals? Do they actually end up going home with contracts?
Yeah. Sure, they do. But if they are on the fairground, they start to build up that contact, and normally it's not during the show. It's not very often that they're really signing contracts, but the startup of that discussion very often ends after the show with a contract. So we get a lot of feedback during a show that during the last year's show the contacts were very good and they came up with a contract. So there's one example. I think it was in the energy show last year. There was one Chinese exhibitor telling us that he had a contact with an American, and that American ordered a contract with about a volume of $1 million US. He never expected something like that. It was like the first place in the big lottery for him, jackpot, like a jackpot. So he had to enlarge his production hall, but he was the luckiest man I've ever seen on a show here. This Chinese guy was smiling like Christmas and birthday together.
He's back here this year?
He's back here, yes.
Okay. Now, do you collate all this information about deals made eventually as a result of contacts made during the event?
It's very possible. I don't know whether I got the question right. Also, it's very difficult to collect that information because only if there's a highlight like that jackpot, they are coming to us and crying happiness. Otherwise, I think the best sign that they were successful during a show is that they are coming back next year. And many of our exhibitors coming back every year.
Alexander, and